Heyo everyone, welcome to XCI Reacts. Hitting milestones unlocks more Naruto episodes. Let's get to 500 subs together. Drop a like to feed that algorithm, comment your thoughts, and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support keeps this series alive. Let's make it happen. And we're back to continue the fight with Gaara and Naruto this time, not Sasuke. Same theme going on here. I've talked about it at the end of the last episode. And so I'm not going to spend too much time repeating them now, but at the very high level, we got the theme of duality going on here and how each of the characters works to control that duality within them between Naruto, Sasuke, and Gaara. They approach it a different way. The results are different, but maybe all of them have something to teach each other in this particular moment of the narrative. And so looking forward to seeing how they evolve this. I really do feel like we're at the end moments of all of this coming together. We're obviously in a climactic battle now. Naruto is clearly unlocking the fox spirit, or whatever version of it we're going to get now, because, you know, we've seen a couple different versions of it. Maybe he just summons King Frog right now, and that's it, you know? He might save the fox transformation for the bigger thing that's after this. Ultimately, he just might be summoning the King Toad. And now, to be fair, that's still a crazy power. I'm saying this because, you know, King Toad is such a large figure physically on the screen in the battle. I just feel like physically it's going to disrupt the more intimate story that is happening under the subtext of it is more intimate, right? And that connection with the characters could be disrupted by such a large figure like King Toad. And so do I think that things are going to be wrapping up so that we can get to the Leaf Village soon? Yes, I do. But I feel like something needs to happen between these three characters in particular, because so many different arcs have been leading to this point over the last 30 to 40 episodes. In some cases 60, which is a pattern I call Minion Madness. Is usually at the 75% mark and going in towards the resolution, where it's like all the pieces on the field get activated. So I'm kind of looking for story beats like that to trigger at this particular moment. Maybe it's this episode, or if this is a filler episode, it'll be the next episode. But I really do feel like we're in the tail end of this particular small arc in the bigger picture arc. Okay, so that's where the speculation is up front. Should we just jump into it? I think so. Let's we have a new intro, so I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna skip it on YouTube so I can avoid copyright. But let's check it. I'm gonna check it out. I'll comment on it later. Oh, a small frog in there. Kabuto back in that scene. So to talk about the intro real quick, I liked it. It was I mean, it was hype. It was upbeat. I didn't see anything spoilery about it. So it did put a lot of the teacher figures up front. So maybe we're gonna have a story that focuses more, like it's gonna pull back at this point. Now, why the intro would have changed on an episode 26 of season 3 according to Netflix, and I haven't looked at the episode guide right now because I just leave this up on my screen, so I don't have to spoil myself on how many episodes exist in the season. Now, I thought it was usually 26. I literally don't even know if this is the last episode. Like I said, I just pause this, I walk away, and I leave this behind the scenes. So like I found the perfect way to not spoil myself as I go through this. So yeah, I'm going to try to keep this up as long as possible. But worth talking about though is that it is in episode 26. So did the intro change? Because I might be saying something stupid now because I could just look it up and I don't want to spoil myself. But it's like, did it change because it is the last episode of the season? But then I'm like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just do that on an episode 1 of a season 4? But of course, the series itself is not split up into seasons. That's a North American thing. These are just numerically sequential all the way up based on, the numbers that we're seeing on these reaction videos, you know? But even looking at it from that perspective, I find it weird because we're not really at the end of anything here. It's like the intro just changed and we're literally in the middle of a climactic moment right now. I feel like, why wouldn't you start a new intro after like you've like closed something off and then you have like, boom, new intro, and like you're sending the audience into a new direction. It's a nice little, it's a reboot, you know? It feels like a reboot. Like anyways, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna move on. Who's reaching in your pot? Who's reaching into a pocket? Oh, he did. Put a bomb around a dagger? But it doesn't matter. Don't call it a dagger, bro. I did. I shouldn't have. Oh, So he's going into the reserve energy. I was going off in a different direction here, right? I attributed the reserve energy to the summoning of the King Toad, which is like, that's likely not going to happen because there's already a Toad summoned. Now, strangely enough, that smaller Toad looks like a King Toad, and it was in the new intro. So it's like, does he have a mini King Toad that he can summon? Anyways, the point is, then I attributed it to a fox transformation, but that's also not true. He's just gone into a reserve energy pool that's red instead of blue, that kind of thing. And so he finds a reserve that repowers him up that most other people do not have. So he has like a literal second wind of energy. So here we go. So he's almost like he's rebooted, effectively rebooted. Oh, that's so cool, actually. Oh, he's gonna Kakashi Sensei. No. No. But that's gonna go boom now, yeah? Oh. Yeah. How does that happen? How does that happen? Those synergy moments, synchronicity moments are freaky sometimes, man. See, is that actually like Mini King Toad? Or is that a whole different Toad? Bro. Oh no. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, we have Sasuke back in the fight. So maybe he like...
Once you've got her, I want you to take her and flee as fast as
look at that. Selflessness moment here again. Remember that moment? That was a while ago. But we're doing the flashback there. To bind the moment again, you know, and then this important is this my words are all entangling. It's like this moment is important to repeat, even with a little. It was a small flashback, right? But it reminds us of a time where we have a Sasuke moment that is very un-Sasuke. You know, on the surface, you know what I'm saying? Is like because Sasuke also comes across as a very much selfish, like it's all about like the drive that Sasuke is on. It's Sasuke has that one goal. He's got that the destiny that he sees that he's on, that path he's on, and he gets horse blinders on when he's in that zone, which is like that's his natural state, you know, except when his allies are in danger. And then all of a sudden another side of Sasuke comes out, which gives us a window into maybe who the true Sasuke is, and that the other one is a front, you know? It's like one is overriding the other, but it's not the true self. The true self is this sacrificial Sasuke's true self. And he's showing here again. Now, at the macro level, and this would be crazy to pan out, obviously don't spoil me because I have no idea, but like it would be cool because this is the second time he's done this, and so I always think about the rule of threes in storytelling, and then I go, man, what's the third time going to be like? Because it has to be an escalation each time, right? Or not that it has to be an escalation, but the third time is always like the bigger moment of like it's something leads to that third moment, because each moment before it is an unlocking of a different part of the self that gets the character to that third moment. You know, the first moment is usually like, I'm not preparing for it, I didn't expect it, and that would have been the Haku fight, right? And that'd be Sasuke putting himself in a predicament that surprised himself. And then the second time, like this, he's making the active choice to be in this place right now, but maybe it doesn't go the perfect way, you know, it doesn't go the way like to maximize the value of this I'm going to say sacrifice in this particular case, but anytime there's a rule of threes, right, it's like it never goes exactly the way that it could be, like the perfect way, you know. And then the third time is like when it's done, it's like it's self-awareness, it's with empowerment, it's with the confidence, and so then it becomes like something major is expected when a third time comes up in story. Don't expect something big here, but it is big in the sense that they reminded us of the first time. This is the second time, so like let's see how this pans out. Like this will be a massive moment for Sasuke's development as well in the larger picture of things.
It just means this was as far as I was meant to go.
That's what I was saying about the second time. You see, like there's the confidence isn't there, you know, but he's driven by the right things.
Right in front of me.
Your comrades? Sasuke.
Maybe get the Sasuke flashbacks here.
I will not allow my comrades to die. That is absolute.
When they were getting trained.
Get it now.
Oh, see? Teaching each other.
Of course.
Massive moment. It doesn't feel like it.
So different than I am. Going through life with the exact same sadness and loneliness that I had to
Weaving
carry.
two different plots now. Threads, sorry. And I say that because like these were separate threads, and some of these extend dozens of episodes, right? Like dozens. But now you have them like not only weaving, but weaving, what's the word I'm looking for? Cohesively, like with one another. Like they matter to each other. They're not just these threads that are happening in parallel. They're literally, they matter to each other to unlock the broader story that's going on here between all the characters that are in motion. That's, man, I'm telling you, this is like, it's very hard to do, man. So kudos to the writing of Naruto, man. Expert level orchestration here.
Not what real strength is. If you never fight for anyone but yourself,
See?
You'll never be strong no matter what you do.
And we have the selfishness and selflessness theme. We have Haku coming back into it. Frig, man.
The truth is,
Damn. But these are like epic. These are like core themes, you know? It's not an accident that these things are repeating. Is that this is a core Naruto theme, you know? This is Naruto's development, is about also getting through that selfishness to selflessness, and then, you know, team player, and like he wants to be a Hokage. Now we're getting a Hokage perspective of like the Hokage's power is more than the self, right? It's the village that you represent. Everything is coming together here, man. This is actually a pretty massive like culmination. Damn. Is he going Fox mode? He's not going Fox mode though. Oh, bro, it's still not Fox mode. I mean, I just don't see the Fox mode. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jesus. God damn. Oh my god. Bounce, bro. Or bounce. Even Tamari's got to bounce. Jesus Christ. That's...
Sasuke, why don't you take it easy for a while? You
Oh
deserve
my
it.
god.
Just leave the rest to Naruto Uzumaki.
Okay. Yeah, because he have no context whatsoever. That's it. That moment. God damn. And now if they work as a team, it's even crazier, you know? Oh my gosh. It's a lot of shuriken. Gee. Oh my god. Brute force it. He gets access to Gaara again. Or does Tamari bounce with him? Like, is it a full-on retreat at this point? Oh my gosh. Well, here we go. There's the internal unlock right here. Yeah, but he still doesn't have the reason, right? So that's the struggle now with the Gaara is to acknowledge like how it happened. But that's a question now we know Gaara is asking internally. So the fight is just like a distraction on the surface, you know. Uh-oh. New mode unlocked. It's not even moon. The moon isn't even out yet though. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh, okay. Okay then. It's not even moon mode though. Okay.
The perfect possession.
I mean, I guess that's why you need the King Toad.
Inside of him.
Huh. Alright, so this got a little bit more, way bigger than I maybe anticipated. And they're moving through these beats pretty fast here, so there's a bigger story at play here. Another unlock. Yep. We're just clipping through these evolutions. Oh. Boom. Jesus. There it is. Now it makes sense. Now it has to make it. Now it makes sense, you know.
That he could summon in that state.
This is... You gotta fight a big giant kaiju demon thing. Oh, are we done? We're not done. Halfway mark. So here we go. We're gonna bring the other pieces together. No, we're still in kaiju battle mode. Oh my god. It makes so much sense now. Now what you gonna do, bro? He hasn't even seen. He doesn't know. It's like all the time Sasuke spent away from Naruto, and like because like literally like lots of time has passed for these characters with the whole tournament, and Sasuke then gets damaged in the hospital. He's in his private training. Naruto's in his own private training, and Sasuke is still like again horse blinder mode, right? Sasuke, right? Like that's all he knows, and so when he sees stuff like this, like his entire world is now turned inside out for Sasuke. Is like what the hell just happened? Like, and maybe he gets to introspect on that a little bit too, right? I mean,
Will you look at that? Shukaku the Sad
Shukaku.
Spirit.
I get this right. It is.
What do you say? Will you fight alongside
So he's aware of
me,
him.
Chief Toad?
Chief Toad, not King Toad.
Take a hike. Why go out of my way to mess with a guy like him?
What?
What am I, an idiot?
Why?
What?
Are you kidding me?
Kamakichi.
Nothing else to do. I just came to hang out.
Huh? Huh? You're father and son?
By the way, Pops, that big ugly lug over there was picking on me before.
Come again.
Oh, yeah, and when he did, our
Okay,
friend here came
that's why they
out.
look the same.
He went head to head and toe to toe with that
So
monster.
that answers my
I'm
question.
telling you, Pops, there's a heck of a lot more to this kid than meets the
Honor
eye.
bound. Let's go. Okay,
You're
okay.
hereby accepted as my henchman.
Okay. Oh, he's got a sword?
I'll show you what duty is all about.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna go a couple more episodes. I see how this is. No, it's still like this, so we're still good. 75% mark. All shit hits the fan. That's it. Minion Madness. Pattern is still true. Still holding. So, away we go. I don't know, man. He seemed a little bit apprehensive about the power. I mean, this thing is literally just sand, though. It's just a giant thing of sand. It's just gonna remerge, right? Because it really doesn't matter. It's just sand. Just reabsorb. The landscape's decimated.
It's his little girlfriend, Pop. Right, kid?
I have to take him out.
Okay, he didn't say no.
Otherwise, Sakura's as good as
He didn't
dead.
say no. What's interesting? Well, the arm didn't come back.
This isn't Gaara. He's really going to do it.
Here we go.
I have to get out.
What's he gonna do? Oh, bouncing. Tamari. Oh, okay. Creepy. Oh, nasty.
What the heck is that?
To thank you for entertaining me here today. I'll show you the true power of the manifestation of the sand.
The circles
Oh, the eyes, so the pupils get smaller.
they've been possessed by the Shikaku. Great.
Living a nightmare.
If one does sleep, the Shikaku will eat away at your psyche until the person that you once were ceases to exist.
Okay.
Since he normally doesn't get much sleep,
Oh.
mediums
I wonder if the pupils got smaller and smaller over the last couple dozen episodes, and I just never noticed, because that would have been such a small detail. How could I have noticed? But there has been scenes where Gaara references people's eyes, you know? So I wonder if there's like a connection point. Like he sees something in the eyes. He said that about Sasuke as well. He could just see things in people's eyes. He said about the drunk before he killed him. So I don't know. There might be something else going on there.
the spiritualist medium is awake. The Shukaku's true power is held in check. As if the medium
Falls asleep.
finally falls asleep.
Oh. Oh, damn. He's done. He's going into Nightmare Land. Oh, damn.
If he set the play possum jutsu in motion,
Oh.
then the Shikaku will be unleashed.
Is that why the moon? But what's the moon got to do with it, you know? Okay. That's just how he sounds? This is what the demon sounds like?
Sand spirit?
Sounds like a loser.
Funky demon.
Oh my god. What are we doing right now? That's such an odd voice. Oh, damn. Okay, okay. Mud. Just mud across the landscape. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, your shampoo is good, so. The arm did not come back, though. So it seems to have mattered. Ooh, that's going to be a heavy fall. Yeehaw! Yeah! What a voice, for real. This is the voice you're going to give this thing?
You can wake up the spiritualist medium to release that jutsu.
Okay. Oh, got him.
Now's your chance.
Oh. Just jump on over, man. Can he still clone, though? He's probably depleted himself again. Did he bounce? He did not. Wake up.
What the heck are we supposed to do?
Use the
Fine.
transformation jutsu to change into something that has what we need. Then again, I'm not particularly good at transformation.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it. You shall act upon my will and make a hand sign.
What?
What?
Combine transformation.
Oh.
Okay.
A guess alt? just.
Fangs and claws.
Let's see.
No way.
We go.
No way. Oh my god, this is gonna be nuts. This is crazy. No. This is the end. No.
Transformation jutsu!
Oh, this is gonna be crazy. We're gonna see it before this ends. Yes. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, sorry. It's a straight. It's not a hybrid. It's like it is. I mean, it's not the nine-tailed fox. It's a transformation to look like the nine-tailed fox, but still, that's pretty fun. That's awesome. Could I have anticipated things going in that direction? No. I mean, I could not have possibly guessed. I mean, that the Chief Toad would have been back in the mix. I mean, maybe to some degree. He tried to summon him, wasn't able to, and then okay, and then the thing went large Gaara, of course. Like, now it makes sense. Dual transformation? No. So that's kind of neat. Like, this feels like something that should have happened as part of the Leaf Village battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, this feels like an epic moment that would have happened 12 episodes from now, 20 episodes from now. Like, something like major. During that, what I would think is going to be the next 20 episodes are more like a resolution phase in my brain. You know, whether it turns into that or not, we'll find out. If the narrative has to shift to the Leaf Village, I mean, that feels like it's going to be a big fight that would happen in the Leaf Village, but at the same time, I feel like it doesn't have to be, because the Hokage has to come to an end. And I think that that's going to be a catalyst to tell a story about the Leaf Village. And so it won't be like a big battle, but it might be the seed of maybe another future plot that's going to happen, right? And come downstream. It's going to be more of a slow denouement, if you will. Like, it's going to be still big. It's going to be a battle. Something's going to happen, but it's going to be a resolution of this macro level plot arc. And now that I've gotten this transformation of the Nine-Tailed Fox, Chief Toad amalgamation, I mean, this feels like a massive battle, you know? Maybe it's like another episode or two, because it feels like such a big battle that I'm like, they couldn't do this in one episode. And there was like the stuff before, but it wasn't going crazy because we had a lot of flashbacks into the character backgrounds, acknowledging what some of the themes were between the characters, handing that off so the characters kind of unlock, so their personalities are also evolving as we go through this story. But then this kind of moment is like, this feels like it needs to be the moment where something has to come out of this. Like, it has to be big, you know? It can't just be the battle and it's just a battle. I feel like, and now Tamari's bounced. We also have a scenario now where a lot of the sub threads are now closed off. For all intents and purposes, they're not closed, but I mean, they're at a good resolution point, right? Except for, like, again, the Gaara one and the love symbol on the forehead. I mean, that still comes up, but it's not going to happen during an epic fight. It has to be the thing that triggers maybe at the resolution phase of this fight, maybe at the end of the next episode, maybe it's 2 episodes from now. Like, I feel like it still needs to matter to however you defeat Gaara. I don't think it's just like he's going to wake him up and then it's done. But now it's like we've lost the conduit into Gaara as a character and the psychology of Gaara, and we don't have an access to that anymore. Gaara's now gone. So how does that work from a pattern perspective? That could be the metaphorical death moment for this Gaara arc, is that Gaara is out of the picture because he's got the possum mode now. But that's what I mean about, like, death doesn't always mean death, right? It could be like, of this particular story beat, is that Gaara removes himself from the story, brings in this demon kaiju, and then the resolution would have to be getting Gaara back in control. Or it's the complete opposite. This becomes worse, because this can only escalate if Gaara still has a play in the plot tied to the Leaf Village and the Sand and Wind Village. Like, if that still has something to do with Gaara, then it still has to carry over into that. But then I say that and I go, but then how do you bring Orochimaru back into the plot? Like, because I feel like you can't just take Orochimaru out of the plot after 5 or 6 episodes of 1-inch stabs, like, and soul pulls. Like, I feel like that's not the way to do it. There's going to have to be a handoff there, and it would have to make Orochimaru the big bad of this, what I'm seeing as this bigger picture, right? And the village, I'm not even going to say just Leaf Villages, but the village conflict is the macro scale conflict that I feel like in my head is this bigger picture. And why is it about the villages? Well, because the Chunin exams was about the village. It's about the conflict of the villages and not creating conflict. That's why you have the Chunin exams, is that the villages don't get into conflict. So what's the resolution of that particular kind of macro level storytelling? That the villages have to get in conflict. You see, that has to be the 75% mark, and then the resolution is the villages are no longer in conflict. And that's what would close off that particular macro level story arc to me. And I feel like we have to get to that. We have to bridge into that. And I don't know how we get there from here, because I feel like this would have been embedded in that macro arc, but it's not. Same time, it's like, I don't know how it could have been threaded, but we just saw in this episode that the storytellers are very good at threading different stories to mattering for each other. That was a weird way to put the sentence, but the context is in the episode. You know what I'm talking about. And now we have Sasuke is kind of back in the mix. So Sasuke has to get back in this. We have the Sakura. So, I mean, clearly there's still a direction that this goes into where all the characters have to get activated and push into the next phase, which I think is like we're right around the corner. This has to be the 80 to 90% mark is the conclusion of this fight. We get us right to the end point of this particular set of patterns. And then it'll kick off like the last part of the macro pattern for a while. And then it'll be like another reset to the story arcs. Okay, so we're going to wrap this one up here. Ooh, do I think I can still do another one? I feel like at this point I wasn't going to, but man, if there's 2 more episodes, I can probably squeeze them in and just go super late tonight. And I would just know. So you know what? Because like in my head, I'm like, it can't be more than 2 to 3 episodes is where I'm willing to push it. I'll go 1 more episode. I'll see how it feels. And I'll catch you there. That's the best I can do. And then we'll see. It'd be weird if I had to close that one off and I don't come back for another couple days. And then it's like, we're right at the conclusion, or because these things are starting to like break apart because of the serialization of the storytelling, right? In any case, I need to see how at least this big fight pans out. And then I'll be able to estimate a little bit better as to see like where this thing actually tapers off and closes. So I'll catch you there. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire. Ready? Peace.